it was interesting for me to think about what the designers potentially thought of as the golden path for this game. And if you're familiar with software design or interface design, the golden path is the user's quickest journey from A to Z. If we think of like an e-commerce site, the golden path is landing on the home page, running a search, selecting the item you like from your search results, adding it to cart, and going through the checkout process. If I complete that, then I've accomplished my goal. I found an item and I've purchased it from an e-com site. That's sort of the golden path. I'm curious what the designers view the golden path as for a game like this. I mean, in my eyes, it's kind of like, hey, you get the distress signal from Brittle and you make your way to the crossroads on Brittle. Then you potentially get to like Southern Observatory on Brittle is probably the next thing, because that's where you learn the secret to the Giant's Deep core and some of the ways you can get to that. Then you potentially use that distress locator to find Ember Twins distress locator, get into the buried city, figure out the anglerfish secret, because you can kind of surmise that. Like, you could probably do without that piece of information, but I had a hard time getting past those anglerfish until I kind of realized, like, hey, you just can't make any noise. And so that helped me. Theoretically, while you're on the twins, while you're on Ember and Ash Twin, you could go to the Ash Twin project and get the warp core. Like, that would save you the step of like doing a next jump and kind of bouncing back and forth. Then theoretically, you've got to go to Giant's Deep and the core for that to get the vessel coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. You can't really do that until you figure out that Giant's Deep, the core, getting to the core secret A, like being able to get past, like go in the correct tornado and then utilize the jellyfish as well. You can use the distress signal, the scout, and the fish secret to find the vessel on Dark Bramble. At that point, because once you've discovered the distress signal, you can use that. You can shoot the scout into the holes and kind of see where to go. And then obviously you need to understand how to handle the anglerfish to get to the vessel, because there's that point where you've got to slowly drift past all three of them. And then from there, if you have the coordinates, you can take the vessel to the Eye of the Universe. I mean, that's kind of a long-winded golden path, but I think that's kind of that's the shortest you could do it in. I obviously spent way more time than that. And went through and got a ton of additional stuff. But like, I kind of view that as the real way you could sort of do that if you need.